I figured it was time to work on my ghost town. So this is the Netflix West Studio Lot station here. And then this whole zone here is going to be the West Netflix West Studio Lot. So it's basically going to be a Western town and a movie set. So that's kind of what I'm working on. This is the initial base here. And I made this piece. And if I want to put lighting in, I've got it raised up so I can run wires under there. This goes up here, so it's removable. Okay. There's a little chunk in there. Okay, so that's down like so. This will be the cemetery, which will go here. And then these are buildings that I'm working on, various kits, wood kits, plastic kits. Putting them back here. So now I'll kind of lay that out and start looking at the roads, the dirt roads, since it's a western town. So there we are. Okay, I removed the base and kind of taking a look here at the streets. Main Street, along Zelda's, a couple side streets. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's what I'm going to do, so I'll start gluing down the bases, and that'll get me started. So here I put the base back on, all the buildings on, kind of setting it up here, taking a look at it. Haven't decided where the gallows is going yet. It can go anywhere. Can't have a western town without a gallows. Put that over here for now. So the next thing is to work on the wooden boardwalks. Once those are done, then I can start thinking about the dirt roads everywhere. Still have a hotel to put together. It's a major build. There's a lot of parts on this thing. Anyway, there we go. Okay, I got all the boardwalks in and nice coat of primer on everything. You can kind of see the boardwalks here. So we go around the town, comes out of the stable. Forget what these two are that don't have boardwalks. There's some more boardwalks. Got the church there. More over here. And I guess I forgot to do the fronts here. I'll get those tomorrow. Oops. So continuing on the studio lot, you can see here I have little stones. Here in Kingston we have this wonderful clay-rich soil, and I just sifted it and get all these little rocks. So now I'm building another little rockery. I use Big Stretch, a clear. When it dries, it's clear, kind of a sealant. So one rock at a time. And I also did a little coloring on the boardwalks. And I've ordered some Arizona Mineral and Rock, Arizona Rock and Mineral. What is that company called? Arizona Rock and Mineral Company. So I've ordered some dirt, and that's what I'll be using for my roads. And then this area here with the paper will be, some of it will be some sort of a, again, I mentioned that, a zone for the studio lot. I might put a fence in here, maybe get some lighting in here. I drilled holes under all the buildings for LED lights. So this whole scene will be lit up. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing. So back to it. Back on the train layout. The car is kind of on hold a little bit. So I spent the last couple of days working on LED lighting. And I have lost a circuit, so I had to pull my buildings off on the Grand Island town. So I don't know what's going on there. But, you know, the street lights work, so there's two circuits here, so one's gone dead. Over here, the yard, definitely need to get some more yard lights, but for now, this is what I have. So you can see the yard is dark. That's not right. The fueling station's all lit up. Some of the buildings are lit up. And the Bar 2 sand and gravel area up here, that's lit up. Got the tower lit up. Some of this you've already seen in previous videos. A lot of street lights. One switch tower lit. And another tower. My little house is lit up here. But this is what I was working on. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 more LEDs in the Kingston site. So moving along, you know, a couple hundred more. Need to light up this zone, which has nothing. Okay, so we'll get that lit up at some point. The upper area, once I get the city in, that's over here, and that'll get lit up. So I'm a ways away from that. But all in all, we're pretty bright. And I still have the ghost town to do. So that's another 30 LEDs. And we'll figure out the yard here. Anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing. Okay, the next phase, I was able to get some dirt glued down. Took about 3 coats. And the other thing I just did today was put in all the LEDs for the buildings. So I put them through little grommets and they've been epoxied in. Tomorrow then I'll be able to get to all the leads here and wire the whole underneath side Have one feeder coming down. I'll probably put like a connector on it. And then I'll drill a hole somewhere here. And that'll go down through the layout and connect to a bus wire. So that's where I'm at. Here is the bottom side, and I got all the wires connected, red to red, black to black, and then hot glued down all the runs. It looks ugly, but it's secure. Make sure all the wires were below the risers here. Okay, so let's flip it over. You can see all the LEDs. And I get the power here. See if I can hold this. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, there we are. So we're all lit up. Next, I can put this up on the layout. I need to drill a hole for the feeder to go through the base. And then I can put the buildings in and see how it looks. You can see it's set in place. All the LEDs are working. Pretty happy with that. I've got one to go here for a station and this station, but that'll all get done underneath. And then I have to run a feeder wire all the way around here. I'll connect to an LED here. I'll get all this done, and that comes down, connects into that power supply there. So that's what I'm working on. Cool. So it is well lit, too much so. So I'll be doing some diffusing. I've got a lot of work to do to finish all the buildings. But you don't want to see the LEDs inside there, so you need to add some, I guess I call them diffusers, deflectors, things like that. But it's kind of cool. Another step towards nighttime running. Almost looks like a city. All in all, pretty happy. LEDs are cool.